What's up, guys? My name is Skill37, and in today's video, I'll be discussing the Killzone 3 beta. So, one of my impressions of the beta, holy fucking awesome. Like, I'm really happy with what I'm playing because a lot of the issues I have with Killzone 2 have pretty much been fixed, basically. Like, I had this really crazy love-hate relationship with Killzone 2 that I love the campaign, I love the music, the sound effects, the gameplay, the way to control it. I loved all that. But then when you went to multiplayer, which I actually really enjoyed, I only got to enjoy it by myself because it had too many issues. One, it lacked auto matchmaking, it lacked the lobby system, it lacked the party system. The game took way too long to get into a server, and then Guerrilla Games thought it would be like cool to let console gamers run servers. And the problem behind that was, unlike PC gamers who like to play in more than one map, the console gamers basically took all these options Guerrilla Games gave to them and kind of just fucked it up. Everyone was too busy choosing, body count, which resulted in servers being basically a team deathmatch mess on the same 2 to 3 maps. Then map packs came out for Killzone 2 that didn't even last more than a week because everyone is so worried about the kill-death ratio. They don't want to enjoy the game. They just care about the stats. So they ignore all these options Guerrilla Games gave them, like different maps or different time lengths or different game types. And it just really ruined what Guerrilla Games had in mind because Guerrilla Games with Killzone 2 introduced a game type called Warzone in the sense where in the middle of the game, once Team Deathmatch was done, the game kept going and it changed to a different game type. And it was great. It kept players like all amped up, like, oh, what's the next game mode? What's the next game mode? And players ruined this because all they wanted to do is play Team Deathmatch. Like, literally. Like, if you want Killzone 2 now, all you're going to really find is body count on Radic Academy with every class disabled. And everyone's just using a fucking assault rifle. That's what's going to happen. So then, I pop in the, I download the beta, and I'm playing it, and I was just like, wow. Wow, they fixed everything. So I'm going to discuss the beta. Before that, a couple of things I want to get out the way, and like some minor gaming news, I guess. But I did a review for Dead Space 2, and I put a lot of thought and time into my Dead Space 2 review, and I have a lot of subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys went to go watch that shit. So the link would be in the video description below or like right here. All right, I have a lot of subscribers, and my view count for the video isn't as high as I want it to be. So listen, you gotta play Dead Space 2. I'm about to play it for like the 3rd time. I have over 900 achievements out of 1,000 on the Xbox 360 because it's just that fun of a game. Dead Space 2 has to be played. Do not miss this fucking game. Go watch my review. It's about 15 minutes long. I know it's pretty long, but I go into some serious detail about how awesome the game is. So do yourself a favor as a gamer. Go watch my review for Dead Space 2. Give it a nice thumbs up because the more thumbs up I get, the more chance other people will have watching the video. Yes, I know it's cheesy to ask for thumbs up, but for a review like Dead Space 2, like, you gotta play this game. Like, you really got to. So I want more people to see the fucking review and, buy this fucking game, Dead Space 2, because I'm trying to help you out from one gamer to another. Dead Space 2 is amazing. Watch my fucking review. God damn it. Alright, link like right here and shit. Dark Souls was announced, which is basically Demon Souls 2. It is going to be available this year, 2011, for the PS3 and Xbox 360, made by the same masterminds behind Demon Souls. Demon Souls was a fucking underground masterpiece that, through word of mouth, sold lots of fucking copies. And the game was not only challenging, it was brutal. If you died, you fucking failed, basically. You have to start all over. It was such an amazing experience. The online in the game was unique. It was different. And the game encouraged multiple playthroughs. It is one of the few games that I have over 500 hours in. Dragon Age, I have over 500 hours in. Demon Souls, I have over 500 hours in. I have like fucking, I forgot how many characters I fucking have in that game. Amazing fucking game. Dark Souls 2 was announced. And it is basically, in a sense, Demon Souls 2. Even though it's not a sequel, it plays like it, looks like it. It basically is Demon Souls. It will be available for the 360 and PS3. I will leave a link to a cool, good interview that was featured on the PlayStation blog. Because Dark Souls is just looking to be another fucking masterpiece. And now the 360 players will get a chance to play this masterpiece. It would have been cool if we would have said the PS3 exclusive. Because games like Demon Souls are like, there are reasons people bought a PS3 in the first place. Because they wanted to play these hardcore RPGs and shit. The PS3 is home to lots of cool RPGs, especially against like White Knight Chronicles. White Knight Chronicles got a lot of low scores for no reason. I thought White Knight Chronicles was fucking amazing. So you know, PS3 is home to a lot of good fucking underground hits. And now Dark Souls is going to get better advertisement and shit. It's going to be available on the Xbox 360 also. So be on the lookout for that shit. So go watch my Dead Space 2 review. Go check out the link I'm going to leave down below for Dark Souls. And not that my subscribers give a fuck, because apparently you all hate Call of Duty. But Black Ops Double EXP Weekend that started now. It's for the PS3, Xbox 360, PC, and Wii. So go Prestige and shit. But yeah. Killzone 3 beta, let's talk about it, what they add, what they fixed, and why it's going to be amazing, and why Killzone 3 will possibly be my pick for PS3 Game of the Year, because even though the game isn't out, I can tell it's going to be amazing. Like I put so much time into Killzone 2, and even with the issues it had. So now, all those issues have been fixed, so I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm going to be addicted to Killzone 3 multiplayer, oh my god. Listen. If it's one thing I hated about Killzone 2 was the hate it got for having weighted controls. Alright? There's a lot of Call of Duty noobs, as I call them, and I love Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty fanboy. I openly admit it. I love Call of Duty 4. I fucking loved World at War's campaign. Modern Warfare 2 campaign was amazing, but its online was an unbalanced piece of shit. And now I totally love fucking Black Ops, as we all know. And the game is it's an arcade FPS. It's meant to be extremely over-the-top, fast-paced. Killzone 2 came out, and because the game had weighted controls, y'all came out with this thing, and you called it lag. The controls are not laggy. They're meant to be that way. There was an issue, though. There was a dead zone issue. There's a difference between lag and a dead zone. Lag is when I do this. Nothing happens for 5 seconds, and then I move. That's called lag. Alright? You move your analog stick and the slightest bit of Killzone 2, your character fucking reacted. Now, what happened is there's a thing called a dead zone. Here's how it fucking worked. Listen closely. Look, I move, character's reacting. Now I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through getting to the fucking, you know, outer edge of the fucking, the barrier of, you know, where the stick would get stopped. And my character isn't exactly moving as fast as he or she should. Then you move it all the way to the end. All of a sudden, your character did a 180 turn. That's a dead zone fuck up. Alright? It basically was, they needed to tweak the controls to the point where your character moved at the appropriate speed depending on how far you pulled the left analog stick. That was the only problem. And then sometimes the buttons felt like you would shoot and half a second later it would actually shoot. That's all been adjusted. Alright? The weighted controls still exist in Killzone 3, but the dead zone has been completely fixed. The weighted controls are still there. The buttons react perfectly. Alright? So basically, the weighted controls are still here. See, Guerrilla Games, they didn't give in. They didn't give in to the media. They didn't give in to the crybaby faggots that can't adjust. You see, a real FPS gamer like myself learns to adjust. When I first played Killzone 2, I was kind of blown away by the weighted controls. I was like, whoa, this is different. This is hard. Then I fell in love with them. Because once you master the weighted controls, you see, oh, this is fun. I see what Guerrilla Games is trying to do. I love this shit. I love the weighted controls. So I really appreciate the fact that they didn't give in to the media or the Call of Duty crybabies. They just simply fixed the controls. The weighted controls are still there, but they're smooth. So to all you little fags that think you're FPS gamers, all right, until you get good at a game like Killzone, you know, 2 and 3, you ain't no FPS gamer. All right, because even Battlefield Bad Company 2 has weighted controls. Believe it or not, yeah, it does. Battlefield Bad Company 2 does feature weighted controls depending on what gun you have in your hand. The fucking the dead zone is adjusted depending on what gun you have. It's awesome. So that's why I really love Battlefield Bad Company 2. I feel like I was playing fucking Killzone, basically. So the controls have been fixed. The game is streamlined. Like, the loading has been cut, like, miraculously in half. Like, the Killzone 3, you jump into a game real quick. There is a lobby system where 8 players can jump in together. They can jump from game to game. There is a party system. And it's amazing because the game has dedicated servers, I believe. And the fucking party system is a miracle. Like, if one person quits the game, you're still in the fucking party. You're still in the squad. You just aren't in the game. Then you can quit, go to fix your options, do whatever, and then jump back in the same fucking game. It's great. Like, you can all be in a game. Then you can all quit little by little, and the game puts you back into the lobby. And it tells you everyone who's in the squad, and it tells you if they're in the game or not. And then you can still actually talk to them and tell them, yo, quit your game, come back into the lobby. It's fucking amazing. It works. It works so nicely. I love this shit. What else? The game has auto matchmaking now. Gone is the whole making your own server shit. It's all gone. All right, Guerrilla Games said they scratched that idea. The console gamers don't deserve it because all y'all do is care about playing Radic Academy and Team Deathmatch. Now, there's basically three ways to play it. You have three choices in multiplayer. You get to play Team Deathmatch, so where basically you get into a map and you just kill each other for fun. Okay, awesome. You know, I kind of like that. Then there's Warzone, where you play the several different game types that Killzone 2 and 3 offers. You know, when you play on one map. As soon as the game on ends, you play the next game type, then the next game type, and the first to 4 wins basically. There's 7 rounds. So whoever gets, you know, if you win the first 4 rounds, you kind of already won. The next 3 rounds are kind of pointless, but it's fucking awesome. It's back, it works, and there's a default style of playing. There is no modifying the Warzone game type. It's set in a default fashion, similar to the way Call of Duty is. You know, you play Call of Duty, headquarters is always headquarters. You know, Search and Destroy is always Search and Destroy. Well, Warzone is always Warzone and Killzone 3. There is no modified Warzone. There's only one way to play Warzone. Okay, and then there's a new mode. It's kind of crazy, kind of unbalanced at the moment. I hope with this beta, Guerrilla Games sees this mode is really unbalanced. The Hellgas have an unbelievably huge advantage over the ISA. I forgot what it's called, but basically the ISA invade the Hellgas base and they have to progress from stage to stage. The Hellgas got to push them back. And what's cool about this mode is the game rewards you based on how well you play. So as soon as the game type starts, you see the Hellgas and the ISA prepping up and shit, and you see everyone's names above their specific character model, which is cool. You get all amped up and shit. And then as the ISA progress, let's say I plant the bomb to progress to the next area, the game pauses, you see a cutscene, me and the 2 other best players in my team are featured in the cutscene with our names above our characters' heads and shit, and then they blow up the wall and they charge in and the game starts up again. It's fucking awesome. And then when you, depending, you know, if you win or lose and shit, you see a cutscene where the ISA captured the Hellgas or vice versa, and you'll see the characters' names above the you know, the players' heads while the cutscene's taking place. So you really feel like, yeah, you're rewarded for doing such a good job. You're rewarded for being a team player. You're putting a cutscene in a fucking multiplayer game. It's basically, you know, ISA puts the Hellgas back. No, Hellgas puts the ISA back when the ISA try to invade the base. It's a good game mode, but the Hellgas seems to have some crazy advantage over the ISA due to the fact that sometimes the ISA don't have enough time per round, or if the ISA team kind of basically sucks, that they're not gonna stand a fucking chance. So they gotta really modify that, tweak it somehow, make it a little easier for the ISA, or just balance it out basically. So now we've got Team Deathmatch Warzone, that one game I just talked about. Let's talk about how the game actually progresses. There's an EXP system now, unlike... Actually, there always was an EXP system, and that's just similar. Now it's like, it's kind of like Call of Duty, streamlined. You rank up, get to next rank, next rank, next rank, next rank. Simple enough. But now, all your classes are unlocked from the get-go. But you have shit. Like, there's medic, engineer, tactician, all that shit. But gone is the spawn grenades and all that shit. The game has, you know, a smart spawn system. Or, if you're a tactician, there are specific points on the map you have to fight. The tacticians from each side have to fight to capture these points. Right, so the tacticians have to actually go out in the middle of the battlefield, fight for a specific area, so that his teammates will spawn that area. So even in Team Deathmatch, the tacticians are playing a little mini game of capture the flag, and it's only amongst the tacticians. It's fucking awesome. It's genius. Whatever class you want to play as, you choose that class. Let's say you be a medic. All you have as a medic at the beginning is a submachine gun. And from there, as you progress to the ranks, you're given unlock points. And from there, you get to buy different weapons for each class. And every class only has specific weapons. Only certain classes can have an assault rifle. Certain classes have a different assault rifle with silencers on them. Certain classes only have submachine guns. Certain classes only have shotguns. Certain classes only have access to rocket launchers. Certain classes don't. The game has like a little reward system as you progress and you do well in the game. As you do well in the game, you're awarded ribbons. I'm not exactly sure how did these ribbons come about. They just pop out of nowhere. But there's faster reload, increased bullet damage, double EXP, quicker aim on sight. You basically get to, I'm just guessing, you get these when you play Warzone Team Deathmatch and you're really contributing to the team, where you have a lot of points. You're awarded these ribbons for the rest of the game. It's fucking awesome. It's great. You get to, you know, when it comes to player progression, all the classes are unlocked from the get-go. You just have to unlock everything by playing with a specific class. As you progress through the ranks, you're given these unlock points which you can use to unlock anything at any class at any given time. Well, actually, not any given time. When you're in the main menu or when you are in the middle, not in the middle, when you're in the fucking lobby, you get to unlock shit. It's awesome. It works. Lots of different weapons. Lots of cool different weapons. But yeah, I'm running out of time here. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, Dead Space 2 review. Go watch that shit. Poor favor. And Black Ops EXP Weekend. Dark Souls. That's just my Killzone 3 beta impressions, rant, whatever you want to call it. Killzone 3 for the fucking win. And I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.